Here is the national news from our studio, BGI TV. First are the major headlines. Don't pardon Sado Wiwa. Others declare them innocent. Mosop tells FG. FG owes Ogun 300 billion naira for repair of federal roads, says Abiodun. Nursing mother arrested with drugs a week after being granted bail for trying to smuggle cannabis into NDLEA cell. Troops foil attempted kidnap of Imo Catholic bishop. Release Kano Tours, free IPOB detainees. Southeast monarchs, religious leaders tells Buhari. Now in details. Ahead of the November 6 governorship election in Anambra State, prominent leaders in the Southeast region led by Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers and Christian leaders have appealed to the federal government to release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to them in order to stop the orgy of killing and destruction in the region, while also calling on the federal government to proscribe IPOB and release its members in detention. The leaders urge IPOB not to do anything that would hinder the smooth running of the election. It also pleaded that all scheduled sit-at-home orders should be cancelled, as these ends already caused untold hardship for our people. In a joint statement on Sunday, the Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers and representatives of Igbo archbishops and bishops asked the federal government to dematerialize the region. While seeking audience with President Buhari on the issue, the leaders said the militarization of the region has resulted in the killing of Igbo youth, burning of communities by soldiers. Troops conducting exercise Golden Dawn Sector 3 have foiled an attempted abduction of Most Reverend Augustine Okwoma. It's at the Olu Diocesan Catholic Secretariat, BSC Road, Olu, Imo State. The troops, in response to a distress call around 2:30 a.m. on Sunday, swiftly moved to the scene, forcing the assailant to run away. The Director Army Public Relations Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, in a statement, said that the bishop, his secretary and assistant secretary are safe and unhurt. According to him, the troops will continue to deny freedom of action to members of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Eastern Security Network, IPOB and ESN, and other criminal gangs operating within the sector, especially as the elections in Anambra State draws nearer and during the Yuletide season. He advised members of the public to report suspicious movement of criminals as well as hideouts of IPOB ESN to law enforcement agencies, as the group is only out to intimidate, steal, and kidnap law-abiding citizens for ransom. A 35-year-old nursing mother has been rearrested by the operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, for drug trafficking a week after she was granted bail for the same offense. Recall that Miriam Drisu was arrested at the Edo State Command headquarters of the agency on Thursday, 24th October, while trying to smuggle 2 cups of loud cannabis weighing 13 grams buried inside wraps of akpu into the cell for a suspect in custody. The 35-year-old mother of a 2-month-old baby was first arrested on 24th October by the Edo State Command of the agency. Chairman, Chief Executive of NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Abuba Marwa, retired, and on the same day directed that she be counseled and released immediately because of the young baby she was carrying. Curiously, a controlled delivery operation carried out by operatives of the Delta State Command of the agency on Saturday, 30th October, again led to the arrest of Miriam, who had ordered for the drugs from Lagos even while still on bail for an earlier offense he had. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has revealed that the federal government is owing the state over 300 billion naira as money spent on the rehabilitation of special roads and federal roads across the state. Abiodun made this known while playing host to members of Igbobi College of Old Boys Association who paid him a courtesy visit in his Okemoson office. The governor, who lamented the deplorable condition of federal roads in the state, also said that 13 billion naira will be needed to reconstruct failed portions of the Lagos-Ota Abeokuta Expressway, and that 75 billion naira would be needed to fix the entire stretch of the road. While intimating the Old Boys Association of his administration achievements in the last 2.5 years, The governor said interventions had been carried out in the education, health, agriculture, and road infrastructure and information technology (IT), adding that a tech hub had been established to chart a pathway to technological innovations in the state. He noted that a security architecture in the state had been rigid to create conducive business environment for communities in the state. Movement for Survival of the Ogoni people, MOSOP, has urged the federal government to clear the names of the murdered Ogoni leader Ken Saro-Wiwa and 8 others and declare them innocent, adding that pardon would not be accepted by the Ogoni people. The apex decision-making organ of MOSOP, the steering committee, also known as Central Committee, took this position in a 10-point communique by Prince B. Nkpa, Publicity Secretary, after a 2-day meeting of the body in Port Harcourt, River State. The communique reads, "We regret the proposed plan to pardon the late Ogoni leader and sage, Ken Saro-Wiwa, and other compatriots who were gruesomely murdered the states in November 1995. The haste with which the execution was carried out, even when the period of clemency had not elapsed, and pleas from the international community ignored, expressed the bias of the then military governments against our compatriots. That Mr. President acknowledged rightly and described the process and execution of the Ogoni activities as unfortunate implies that the process were not only flawed but ought not to have happened." Before we call it a wrap for the national news this hour, let's quickly have a recap of the headline. Don't pardon Saro-Wiwa, others declare them innocent, Mosso tells FG. FG owes Ogun 300 billion naira for repair of federal roads, says Abiodun. Nursing mother were arrested with drugs a week after being granted bail for trying to smuggle cannabis into NDLEA cell. Troops foil attempted kidnap of Imo Catholic bishop. Release Kanu to us, free IPOB detainees, Southeast monarchs, religious leaders tell Buhari. Thank you for watching. On YouTube, Baba Bagede Imo TV, kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell for more updates of our broadcast. And on Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like the page and follow us. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placements of your goods and services and coverage of your events, do not hesitate to call the marketing department 070-3822-6160. I am yours faithfully, Rabila Lawal.